Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse, for episode 7 of season 2 of Netflix's live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender. This is the season finale, and it's kind of been crazy these last couple of episodes. I've been very impressed with the way they've been able to navigate both their own story, but one that's still very much so spiritually in line with the one that we know, and just some creative, awesome decisions that they've actually come up with. That's been a lot of fun to see how this all unfurls. And now we just have one more episode to go, so let's get ready to strap in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. Over there you get to watch it without all the edits we got to do to get this stuff up on YouTube. It's just a great way to support the channel and help us do things you do for here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And that all said out of the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 7, Something Broken. Here we go. Oh, we flashing back to Widow Appa. Yeah, Widow Appa. Oh, is this? Oh, look at the broken horn. It's almost kind of like little helipads for the bison. We're gonna snap to him waking up in his cell, though.
I have an apple for you.
Oh, though it's still looking back to its parent.
I guess this means we'll always be together.
It's heartbreaking, man.
Where did he go? Find him!
Oh, well, look at this shot.
You with the creaky boots? I'm gonna remember you. Too lazy to carry me to jail, huh? Gotta drag me? You can't just... You just left me like this. Who's there?
Suki, maybe?
Sokka. Sai?
Oh, no,
You're
Sai.
lying, Sokka.
Aw, yay.
So glad. Sai? Uh-huh. Can you turn me over?
Did I know we had contracts with the Fire Nation? Yes, but I promise you, I thought they were for farming equipment.
How do you not
no
know?
borders.
How do you not know what they're being, what they're making?
I always hope you take over for us one day, so you might as well start shaping the business as you see fit. I mean, as you wish it to be.
Finally acknowledging it.
Why can't you just talk to me like I'm your daughter?
I don't know how.
Just think of me as any other person.
That's fucked.
From the moment you were born, I knew you were gonna have to deal with things I could never imagine because I have no idea what it's like to be blind.
Actually said it.
After you left,
Out loud.
I wondered, perhaps I am the fragile one.
Projecting. And the blind one. You were so blind to who she was and what she carried, who she was.
I got into a fight with my friends.
I do have a carriage waiting whenever you're ready to go.
Don't wait for me. It may take some time.
Unless the goons are with her. That one was broken.
Like when you were little.
Oh, God, no, this is...
You would not believe how many marriage proposals I've gotten since arriving here.
Men are the worst, aren't they?
It's already started.
Like those 2 fools your father sent after you.
Mom, I don't...
Wow, this is fucked up, dude.
We could have done this a long time ago.
Wow. Yeah, for a second I was like, oh, this is a nice little, interesting little distraction, the direction they were taking. And then I was like, wait a second, hold up, wait a minute.
Zuko, what do we do now? Fight to the death?
I'm not gonna fight you.
You? I thought you were good.
I'm trying.
Aang was right. They were all right.
Oh, God.
Everything I did was stupid and selfish, and I put us all in danger. And this is what I deserve, to be locked in a cave with a monster.
You must be wondering why I called you here today.
Where is General Sung?
General Sung is under arrest for treason.
Treason?
The Earth King has ordered the Dai Li to take control of the military.
We demand to speak to the king. Then we'll see who really holds the power here, Long Feng.
Perhaps I can illuminate that for you.
What do the Kyoshi warriors have to do with the affairs of Ba Sing Se?
Nothing.
Oh!
I've changed my mind about our deal.
Oh, are you altering the deal? Holy shit.
I'll take the fugitives, and the Avatar, and the city.
You just brought all of your military leaders into one place, Ferd.
Did you have anything to say about that?
No, princess.
As you were.
That was cold.
It's a good name.
To name something is to dream of its future and the place it will hold in the world.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dai Li made an arrest outside my house. They found the painted lady.
And her sidekick.
Yeah, that guy in the blue mask, they got him too. That's what good deeds will get you.
Mushi, I'll
God.
take... Mushi?
My tea.
My tea. Oh.
He will come for his friends.
Someone else was captured last night. He had these.
Where is he now?
My Glow guy.
She was gonna kill Zuko.
Yes.
Brought her the swords.
Yes.
Told her where Zuko was.
Yes.
Interesting.
A symbol of unity between our people. Don't you kind of love Zuko?
Yes.
Well, I love you,
Oh,
but I would have killed you.
It's true.
that's so fucked up, dude. Jeez. There's not even a lake over here. What is this?
I could bend that open. Wouldn't be too
I mean, simply a code name in this situation, then, I guess.
maybe it'll be a little hard.
Hell yeah.
Some new friends of mine told me there's another way in. A secret door put in by Avatar Kyoshi.
You just need me to speak the word friend in Kyoshi, which is just a punch. It's just a fist.
Did you stalk me to find Aang? And is this the trap? You think he's gonna come down here and save me, and then you'll finally have your prize?
It's a more elaborate plan than I've ever come up with.
Whole generations have been lost because of your family's lust for power. Because of you and your father and his father and all the little men that go all the way back to Sozin. You have no idea what this war has put me through. Me personally. The Fire Nation took my mother away from me.
We have that in common.
Real friendships survive the truth. The best ones even grow from it. You must be who you are, but you must also let them be who they are.
Mm-hmm.
But what if they don't like who I really am?
Then they weren't your friends.
That's something you cannot control.
Hell yeah.
Have you been able to do that? To be who you really are all this time?
It's a lifelong project. Kyoshi used these same prisons in her time, hundreds of years ago.
I'm sorry, a what?
We need to bend all four elements to open it.
Lucky we ran into each other then.
True. True. We got our fire filled in. Hell yeah, that's cool. That's new. Or if it exists, it's the first time I've heard of it.
It was that flippy girl with the Kyoshi disguise. She did this jabbing muscle bending thing. That's why I can't move now. But at least I'm here with you, Sai. And together we can get out of here.
But they said, you'll never see the king. So I said, I have important information that could save the world. And they laughed in my face. Slam the door with bending. So it was extremely loud and unsettling. I made a bold escape attempt. How? Bed sheets tied together.
That's what I was thinking.
Brilliant. Use what's around you.
Disastrous.
Oh, God.
It was a little too homemade. My eyebrows only just started growing back.
Then what?
Inspiration struck. For disguise.
Yes!
I mean, kinda, yeah. They are a two-piece of a pod, man.
My son is out there fighting a war. Amita. And we just found each other, and now I've lost her. And then when you and the Avatar needed me, I failed.
But that's good sign.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Failure is a step forward.
Every failure is an opportunity to learn. You have to fail 100 times.
Yeah.
You have to fail 100 more to find the next piece. You have to fail 1,000 times, and only then
Hell
you can
yeah.
succeed.
That's so true. Check out my reaction to Project Hail Mary when that comes out. That's a fun little example in some scientific failure.
We aren't benders. We're gonna die here.
Well, not with that attitude.
The walls aren't pure stone, they're crystals too.
We can find a way to dissolve them.
Yes!
And then maybe find a way out of here.
Let's get to work!
You are my best student.
Aww.
All right, come.
Yes!
Come on.
How long is he till he's able to stand, though?
Everyone who sees it makes assumptions about me. They make up stories so it's easy to pass in the Earth Kingdom. I look like a victim.
You are a victim.
Do you know how hard it is for a firebender to get burned? He has to let down his basic defenses, instincts he's born with. It's like a waterbender drowning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a very good point. I never really thought about that.
My father may have scarred me.
He let him.
Some part of me believed I deserved it.
Oof.
That part of me let him.
Damn, that's fucked. I actually like that detail.
No matter how much you hate this face, Katara, I
hate it more.
This is water from the spirit oasis. Can I try to heal you?
That was so well done. God, that little touch of like the double-edged sword of the Ozai thing. It's not both. It's that he did it. His father even put that out into the world, but like that little addition of him on some level subconsciously letting it happen. I like this little idea is like, you know how hard it is for a firebender to get burned? Like from birth, just as instinct, they are attuned to the flame. They wield it, they conjure it from their own body, from the air around them. They can cover themselves in it, stand in it, feel no heat. So yeah, that is something I've never really contemplated about that. Is that idea of what it would take for him to be scarred. Like there's some natural, instinctual reaction to it. So like even if like it was an external flame, they theoretically on some level be able to innately deflect against it by nature. Like I love how it's like a waterbender drowning. They would have to let that happen. So because of everything that had gone on, everything that's happened in his life up until that point, the separation from his mother, the inadequacies as a firebender and as a son, in some way he allowed that to happen, and it's defined his entire life since then. That's so fucked. But that's such a beautiful addition, I think, to include that in there. Like that entire back and forth, this entire dance and conversation was just lovely. I liked it a lot. Like that was like, that's like, this show's full of some great gems.
There you are, Cultural Minister. This is General Vin Tran. He will be the steward of Ba Sing Se in my absence.
The fucking prisoner is now his goddamn boss. That's great. Yeah, I mean, he proved himself, his trust. He knew she would follow through. Well, he didn't. He did it for her no matter what. He is her most loyal companion.
Let's ensure that all thoroughfares are clear of debris and that any mobile vendors will be kept away. We don't want to disrupt. Cultural Minister.
He didn't hear none of that. He is livid.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
It's Judy.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se. No, there is no war in Ba Sing Se.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Jesus.
Looks like you could use a little more time down here.
Please.
Oh my God.
We just need a chunk of crystal so we can analyze and experiment with whatever we have on hand.
Is this a good idea?
It's the best one we have.
He's with us on our mission, trust me. Zuko was also taken.
I know it's hard to believe, but my nephew, there's good inside him.
Let me know when there's good outside then.
Sokka.
It always, it's gotten to a point where it's almost kind of jarring when I hear lines from the show, but like it still gets a good little kick out of me. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I wonder if this is the reason I was given this water in the first place. Because it was meant for you.
Get away from her!
Sokka! Stop! He's been helping people. I've seen it.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Appa's in a cell somewhere down here, and we're gonna get him. What are you two gonna do?
He helped me find you.
We should all get out of here.
Katara, I just need to say I'm sorry. If you took all of this away, I wasn't the Avatar or into waterbender. We didn't need to save the world. We would still be friends.
Of course we would. No argument could ever change that.
Oh, what was he actually going to say, though? You go this way. I go home.
We can get you out of here. You can come with us.
The Avatar's here!
Oh, God. I mean, they've been broken down so much. I get it. That sucks, but I'm not surprised.
Separate them!
Oh, God. Oh, hey! Metal bent. Metal bent.
I'm your daughter, and you kidnapped me?
Yes.
You're ashamed of me. And why? I mean, you don't even know me.
Show her who you are.
They do. They know who I am.
Let's go.
I know who I am.
Yeah. Fuck her up.
That's impossible. I'm Toph Bayfong, and I invented metal bending.
Okay, that was goofy. Damn. That should have been, I'm Toph Bayfong, I'm the greatest earthbender in the world. Not, I invented, God damn it. But also true. There.
I'm the greatest earthbender
That's
in the world!
what you should have led with. Like, that should have been the escape line. That should have been the declaration to her mother. That, damn it. They were so close to having that so well.
He's through there.
Oh, is he just gonna help us because of Azula? That would be an interesting turn.
We can all get out of here together.
What?
What?
You think I would ever trust you again? If Azula took over, it's your fault. And I'm not gonna run. I'm gonna stay here and stop Azula.
You will never defeat her.
Aww.
Missed you so much. I know.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go, Aang! Earthbend! Damn. Shit. Let's go. Oh, God damn it.
Why couldn't you have stayed in your room like a good boy?
God, the roaring of the flame. That was cool.
Okay, I surrender, I surrender.
Well done. You do always come back.
You do always come back. Dang! Oh, you're safe. Where's Appa?
I sent him up to the surface with Momo.
I think I found a way out.
Let's go.
The visuals of this is really cool. Oh, she like caught it, consumed it with her own flame.
How long are we gonna keep doing this, Zuko? How long are we gonna keep playing his game, fighting each other?
Well, what was this about the dragons, though? Or is that just bullshit?
Mother always thought I was a monster.
Don't talk about her.
Maybe it wouldn't have come to this if she hadn't been taken. I'm sorry I couldn't stay quiet that night in the carriage. It's my fault. But she told us to stay together, that we would always have each other. Maybe we could, Zuko. I've taken this city. Our forces are marching through the streets at this very moment. The Earth Kingdom is going to fall. It's a glorious day in our nation's history. We could share it.
That's so interesting, using this pathos instead, making her feel guilt for her mother's disappearance, but also shouldering that feeling of being the monster that her mother thought she was because of the way that she was, took more to the father. But then she's still like seemingly like, this is so contradictory to her whole little song and dance about the dragon, unless this is about a longer game about destroying Zuko systematically. Or it's just her, maybe that was her playing into the act, playing into this idea that their father set before her. They've made her so much more conflicted in this. so, like, obviously Azula in the series was so broken, twisted, mangled, and like was dealing with so many unresolved things. This is such a more soft and vulnerable version of her, no matter how much she fronts, while still having that ferocity. But like, this is such a different angle about everything. You know, she was like, I'm going to kill him after the whole dragon story. But now she's like, do we have to keep doing this? Like, she's kind of longed for them to be together in that way to honor what their mother said, seemingly. Also, I don't know how much of that she means after the things we've seen as well.
But I'm not going to force you to come home if you don't want to. The choice is yours.
It does kind of give a little bit of an air as like, this is how the animated series went, but like, we have to get to that somehow, versus the way they built to it. It almost feels a little at odds with like how her story has been up until this point, kind of, at least with the last 2 episodes. But who knows? Azula always lies. But she offered everything Zuko's ever wanted right then and there. Damn.
I'm gonna get Sai out of here. Get down.
God, that rage, that turmoil in his face. God, he sells it so well. It sucks, man. It's so hard. God damn, Sokka. Let's go. Holy shit.
I know it's locked.
Toph. It's gotta be Toph. Hell yeah.
You bit metal?
We can talk about how much I rule later. Let's go. Appa's waiting outside.
Hell yeah, let's go! I like how a bunch of Zuko's attacks are resulting in him having to dodge the aftermath. That's such a small little detail that's indicative of his entire life. Yo.
Thought you had changed.
Holy shit.
I have changed.
Let's go. Fuck. I appreciate the care and attention to the bending and shit in this so much, man. It's so dynamic, and even when they're pulling straight from the series, like, it just looks so good. Oh yeah, how are they going to play this? I just thought about the whole thing with Katara and the chakras and stuff. Completely was so locked in. So how's that? That's completely different here.
I won't lose.
He's been trying not to go into it, so he's just been simply avoiding it the entire time. Since they linked his spirit to his progress, it's simply him reaching out for it willingly for the first time. That's fucking sick. Oh, and it's like coming down to connect with him through the lines. That's a fucking gnarly visual. Oh! Big baby spiriting! You know what? I don't mind them removing that because it did muddy things quite a bit later on. He's starting to believe. Oh God. He's just simply not going to follow through. Interesting. Oh, fuck! Holy shit!
If you die in the Avatar state, the cycle will cease and the world will fall out.
Because he hesitated to finish her, but he was still in it. God, that bolt, that was visceral. Holy shit.
Get him out of here!
Damn, that entire sequence was fucking amazing. I don't dislike them removing the whole chakra thing and like leaving behind the world or closing himself off to it. That's one of the few things, while I get it in idea and practice, it costs some narrative issues down the line. You just kind of have to hand wave. And now the Fire Nation is just walking the streets, let in right in the front door. God. And just like that, Ba Sing Se has fallen. Connection restored.
Aang? Aang. Aang. Aang.
Oh, they're gonna leave it up in the air then. Oh, interesting choice. Interesting. Oh, you still just hear the wind is all you hear. And then we transition into music. Yeah, they're just leaving it up like that. Oh, that's interesting. It's interesting. It makes it seem like you're not sure if he's alive or not. But like you see, like it started to light up because he was coming back, but then it didn't make it all the way and it just retreated. And then obviously they start lamenting, shaking, wake up, wake up. Oh, nothing. He fade to black. Oh, interesting. But obviously he's alive. Obviously he's alive. He'll be fine. There's another season. So like, even if you just going into this, like that shouldn't be a spoiler. There's a whole other fucking season if you hadn't seen the animated series or anything like that. Like it's, of course he's fucking fine. But that was such an interesting choice to hold off on and not even like have him wake up or come to for the final little moment. What a great episode. Like this last stretch has been phenomenal especially in the way that they're having, like I've said 1,000 times up until this point, there's a lot of problem solving that's had to go into this version of the story because of the lack of time and obviously budget constraints and being smart with the budget. And they've worked around it so well. The Long Fang shakeup was kind of interesting with him trying to like last ditch effort, save himself and Aang and get out of there. But he was going to just abandon the city. So he's just off out there somewhere. Honestly, to be fair, after Azula took over in the animated series, we don't know what happened to him after the fact. I do kind of lament the absence of the, oh, if you beat me on my own game, don't flatter yourself. You were never even a player. God. The scene with Katara and Zuko, I loved all of that. The escape sequence, loved all of that. The final battle, loved it. And again, to save on time, obviously we didn't do the Chakra Guru, where Aang learns to control the Avatar state by getting control and unlocking all of his chakras so that he can tap into it at will. And I think as we learn inevitably, that's only one way to gain control over it. And I like them simplifying it in this way with this. Like, think of it like you can control, it kicks in as an emergency gear when you need it to call upon that as like you heightened sense of adrenaline or emotion or something like fight or flight or desperation for your body, like this like emergency mechanism to keep you alive when it kicks in. But like as you learn all of the elements, you're basically filling in the skill set to be able to do that at will, because it is this culmination of all four elements combined at once in the history and everything that connects you through the Avatar cycle, and the ability to even do that. Like, I like this idea that he starts with air. Every time he learns a new element, he just gets closer and closer to that point. And him only being one element away, he was able to kind of buy his way into it here towards the end through honing in and just kind of finding that in himself. I thought that was really cool, because also him being severed off from it in this point and then losing that ability down the road, but then regaining it instantly by having that chakra point stabbed with a rock. It is a little Deus Ex. It's one of those things that's been commented on a billion times since the original series came out. So like doing this is an easy solve for this story, because you don't have to worry about any of that. I think one of the major gripes I do kind of have with the season, because like there are these highlights, these fucking sick ass moments with Azula sprinkled in throughout, like that scene with her with all the generals. It was like, oh cool, boom, and just one shot kills them all. Chain lightning to everybody right there. Her fucking, like, when she pops off with that, she is like cold and quick and that's the thing. No hesitation. Aang, hesitation. They're so opposites. And Long Feng said that's exactly what was going to, that's why he was going to lose. And it was. You know, he didn't act. You know, he had her dead to rights in a very Ozai kind of moment, but pulled back, and Azula fucking snapped and just right there the moment she had the opportunity. Him fucking like Neoing, like no, oh cute Zuko, no, oh stopping all the Dai Li rocks, that's cute, no. That was all cool. You know, it goes to show like the discrepancy in power and all of that between this and the power he wields and he holds back. But when he drops his guard, she takes advantage and strikes. But like, I was to get back to my point though, was like with Azula, because they were like trying to do something different with her and create some pathos for this version of the character to, I don't know, do something different with, to make somebody, maybe, I guess like they're trying to help the audience understand a little bit more. It's created a little bit of disharmony, I think, in her characterization, you know, because it's like trying to have your cake and eat it too. Because I feel like it's just the Azula last episode and Azula this episode are just completely at odds with one another from the way we saw things play out. Unless, again, that's all airs, and then this is her just dropping the game for a minute. Because like this is such a contradiction between the two, and I guess that could be in some way. There's an argument to be like, oh, that's very Azula anyway. But like, it's just like, I don't know. There's just some. I just kind of wish they would commit one way or the other with her, because it just like the whole shift here in this episode to get to that story beat from the animated series felt like it didn't line up with what we'd seen in the previous episode or the episodes prior to that. But her kind of thinking back on her perception of herself, her mother's perception of her own guilt about what happened to her mother, because she's like, oh, if I had just been quiet, maybe she wouldn't have been caught, and maybe she would still be here and we'd still be together, we'd still be siblings, it'd be fine, making it seem like she cares about that. And this could all just be bullshit for her to like get Zuko's help and aid in this moment. But again, that's another thing that just contradicts the way she was talking about everything, the way she's been setting everything up to with May and Ty Lee as well. I'd also say May and Ty Lee also this season. This is not towards the actors at all. I just do not feel like they've been represented all that well in the writing and the way they've been utilized. And like I talked about earlier on, just sometimes the fight sequences with them in particular. And like I said, it was pretty much mostly with the Ty Lee stuff and the way they kind of visualized it. It just didn't translate all that well. Outside of that, and obviously the things that are, as I pointed out previously, just a side effect of the lack of time, like Zuko's arc, his stride, his it's more like a nut, because it, like I said, it's like there's no curve, like it's just the points and just straight lines to those points. It's just a side effect of the time. Aside from that, everything has been really, really good. Oh, and the Toph thing, her breaking out in front of her mother. I like that. Show you who I am. Like actually showing her parents the version of her they are trying desperately not to see. They're literally trying to be blind to who she is, to try to force her into the life that they want her in. Literally putting her in a box. Physically and literally this time around. But like trying to like define a life for her ahead of everything like this. And like this, I like this idea of Toph like in her face, like not through a proxy, like with the guys that were sent after her in the show, but like in this, like in front of her, this is who I am. Face it, deal with it. I'm the best metal bender in the fucking world. Like that. But like, I invented metal bending. Like that, I think that kind of undercut it a little bit. But it is what it is, man. I think the delivery probably didn't sell that, but like everything after that was so sick. Sokka and Sai, all of that was great. All the scene work in this, for the most part, was fucking phenomenal. And I think, again, outside of this foundational elements, and it was kind of similar to the first season, like I was saying, with some of the newcomers, like with Toph, started off a little rough. And I don't know how they shot these, if they shot it chronologically, like episode, or if they did things out of order or whatever. But like, there's the illusion, at least, that she got more acclimated to the role as it progressed. Because like as talked about earlier in like it was like episode 1 or 2, some of the interactions between her and Aang, just the dialogue just felt so stunted. And like they were like, I don't know how to even describe it. Like they looked like children acting like acting. Like it didn't feel real, is what it was like. I'm coming off. Like it just felt like the dialogue was a little clunky and the execution was a little. Bleh. But like after, let's say like episode 3 or 4, it was so smooth. And I'm wondering like if there was just like this is the case of like them finding their position in the character, they're finding their roots, because I think we ran into that a little bit with some of the characters in the first season, and I could just be making excuses for it. I don't know. Maybe it was just like they were like, oh, that's fine, let's move on to the next shot. And again, that's on the director to whatever. And if that was the intended way that was come out, it didn't sell it. But those are only like these little small moments here and there. I feel like for the most part, I'd say like 90%, 95% of the season, I feel like everybody has massively improved from the first season. I think everybody felt way more in tune with their characters. And I just felt the pathos. I felt the closeness. I felt the genuine connection, even to the spiritual connection to their animated counterparts. And like, even so much so as like, I feel like, I can't remember because it's been a minute since I've seen season 1, but I feel like Ian here is putting on like a higher nasally kind of voice to kind of lean a little bit more into that. And obviously this season, even 2, is way more light than the previous, while also still being fairly dark. And by comparison, like, or well, gritty or edgy or whatever. No, maybe not edgy. I don't like using that word, but grittier. Like leaning to the realism and the sincerity of the war effort and being at war. And I like the way they played with all that, the visuals of it, the bending, the action. Like I never felt like there was really a lull in the story, because really there couldn't be, with as much as they needed to cover in the amount of time that they had to cover it. And I think they did a lot of it really well. And again, like I've said 100 times up until this point, the way they problem solved, like hitting needed beats and familiar beats and fan favorite beats in a way that makes sense in this storyline with the timeline they have. They got real creative and cool about certain things that I just really enjoyed. And just the additions sprinkled throughout. Like the thing with Zuko and the letting, like subconsciously allowing himself to be burned. Like that, the Iroh stuff, his exploration of guilt, grief, and all of that. There's so many things like that sprinkled in throughout this that like it's one of those things where like, man, I kind of, that can fit. Like those things can fit in to the series that we know and add to it in a big, bad, fun way. And I love those elements of it. I think they handled this really, really well. I'll actually like, I was enthralled with this season, to be honest. Like, again, like, I think in the earlier episodes, again, I was just kind of like, I had to like settle into it a little bit because, again, it had been a while. But after that point, I think it shows the reaction to it. And I'm like, wow, felt watching it as well from episode 4 onward. Like the last 4 episodes, like I just felt like things were just flowing so nicely. And yeah, I'm excited for season 3, man. I know they filmed them back to back, so I'm sure we won't have to wait too long for it. Who knows if they've already shot it, which they've already finished filming. They finished filming season 3, it was late last year, I think. When was my interview with Paul? Because I know that was shortly after they had finally wrapped season 3 filming. Where is that? I just want to see when that was. Yeah, 6 months ago. So roughly 7 months ago, 8 months ago, they wrapped filming season 3. So it's probably deep in post-production at this point. Probably even, I don't know, maybe it'd probably be crazy if it came out same year as this. Probably next year, early next year, probably by my estimations at least. But I don't know. I think they did a really good job with this. Again, you know, it's not a 1-for-1. They're doing their own thing. And, you know, obviously there's a couple of things here and there, some changes that it's not as good as the original in that way. They're not going to reach those heights, but like as an adaptation, like it just works so well with the constraints at hand. And I just like, I'm honestly astounded with that because again, like removing the animated series outside of like the actual like pacing, the character arc clunkiness, again, because of the time constraints. If I remove the animated series from a lot of that, so much of this, like, you know, I think it just works on its own. Because there's certain elements of this that, you know, there's some scenes, like there's like the one scene with the tracking of Appa. There's a couple things like the Jin thing. Some things like if you'd only know what that was about or the implications of it if you'd watched the animated series. But removing that from it, I think this just actually functions as its own narrative extremely well, way more so than I think the first season. And I still think the first season did a really good job overall. It had way more issues, at least I had way more issues with the first season than this one. A lot of my issues with this season are mostly nitpicks and just unfortunate side effects of things outside of their control. But again, you got to call those things out. I can't just simply hand wave them. But they didn't hamper my enjoyment of this, and I enjoyed the season infinitely more than the last one. And I mean, that's true of the animated series too. Like season 2 is when shit gets real, book 2, and then even more so in season 3. So I'm excited to see what they do with that too, with some of these shifts, some of these redirections. And again, hopefully they don't lose another episode for season 3. That would be unfortunate. Hopefully at minimum we get 7 for the next one. Hell, I kind of hope I don't know. I don't understand this mandate that they got where they was talking about the script. I need to look into that a little bit more, but I saw that and I was like baffled by that. I mean, with Netflix, man, it's almost always 8. So like it's interesting that something to do with the scripts or the budget cost them a whole ass episode. Interesting. But yeah, everybody was killing it. dude, everybody brought their A game. I love they fixed a lot of my issues with Katara's whole like utilization in the first season. They gave her so much to do, so much world building that helps add to the world of Avatar in a big bad way, like the Blue Spirit stuff, like the Painted Lady stuff, you know, adding to the and accentuating Zuko's connection with the Blue Spirit. Really fucking cool. Honestly, like, I'm just impressed with how well this turned out and how easily I kind of was won over by a lot of these changes, because a lot of times, like, I'm not one for change. I know I love the animated series. It's in my top 10 shows of all time, not just animated, but shows in general of all time. And I think they did a really good job kind of honoring that and expanding upon it and keeping me on my toes, man, because again, we're like going into this, like there's a couple things here and there you can use some of that knowledge to help inform where you might go, but like the way they were handling certain things, it was just like I was just always on my toes, and that was fun. You know, sometimes like change is good. Sometimes change is good, man. Sometimes it can be good. And again, it's not usurping the original, and I don't feel like it's anywhere near as close as that. Outside of like some additions that I would love to incorporate into the original, but it stands on its own 2 feet quite well. I think, especially after this season. And again, with the team continuing to grow, get to know each other, build their rapport with one another, and get comfortable. I think season 3 probably will be even better than this. I'm excited to see what they do, man. Anyway, that's been this season. I'm going to shut up, and I want to know what you guys thought. What did you guys think? How do you feel about their execution, their handling of Book 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out Lily Chen Sun, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Burr, Calvin Burley, Sleepy Bastard, Theodore Wolf, Thailand, Denise Mauricio, and The Honk. Thank you guys so much for becoming savers of the channel, helping sponsor and support the rescues. Them to take care of you at the office. You guys have been tremendous help with all that. And as always, a huge shout out to all of our channel legends. You and the patrons allow us to do so much of what we do over here. Without you guys, we would not be able to keep up with all this endless content, to get help with the editing, copyright claims, all that stuff, so we can keep bringing it to you guys here on YouTube as much as we can, because without y'all, we wouldn't even be here. But that's just for you guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.